Before we had our experience with Triple Win, everything was a knee-jerk reaction. So yes, we were going through life and it was great, but we just found that things were happening and we were reacting to it as opposed to planning. We did have a long-term plan, but perhaps it was very long-term. And we never actually broke it down to 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years. So, you know, they do break it down that way for you. And it's not set in stone. So we also found that the 2-year plan that we had in mind actually constantly changed. And it wasn't a knee-jerk change. It was, you know what, this is happening in our life. We have birth of a new child, or we moved out of province, for example. And they made it that much easier for us. They take that extra time and effort to get to know your family. It's a first name basis. And they also go deep into the tax laws, which in this great country of ours, we know how complex and complicated it can be. So, you know, they know the rules, they follow the rules, and there's no hanky-panky in terms of breaking laws or anything like that. And I just found that the actual, when you look in the timeline as to how you're doing financially, they take into that portion too, the tax implications of what you're doing in life. Whereas other companies just don't do that. For my wife and I, it's very important that we have a system where we can help our children out as much as we can. They take that into account, and we've already planned for weddings and future schooling. But also, we know that eventually when we get to the point when they grow up, they're going to have a lot of help in living their lives the way they want to. And I can absolutely see my children being clients of Triple Win also. I think Triple Win is Canada's best kept secret when it comes to what you can potentially achieve throughout your lifetime. Really, it doesn't cost you anything to have a meeting with them. Just figure out what they can provide for you. And there's really so much that they do for us behind the scenes for me to explain everything they do, but you really do owe it to yourself to give them a chance and just to figure out what potentially they can do for you. It's really nice having that person, that partner, really in essence holding your hand through your life journey. And I would recommend them to anybody, really. And I have recommended them to family members and friends. And just like they were recommended to me, I haven't looked back for one moment, and I totally feel comfortable with dealing with them. And I trust them emphatically with my life and my finances and my family's finances.